evening besties and welcome back to another vlog. It is a little bit later than I usually start a vlog because I thought I would take you through my current evening routine. I feel like I only ever really show like the day in the life, but my evening routine, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know my evening routine is nailed, and it is, like, not gonna lie, probably one of my favorite parts of the day, which sounds really horrible because it's like the end of the day, but honestly I just have it nailed and I just love getting all cozy, particularly when it is like the day is today and it's all horrible, rainy, and it's just dark. Like, it's only 4:30 and I mean, you can literally tell how dark it is. But yeah, so I feel like one element that a lot of people overlook is their evening routine, and specifically as someone who gets up quite early and trains early in the morning, your evening routine determines how good your session's going to be, your recovery and everything like that. And I just feel like a lot of people overlook it, and like I said, I feel like I'm like the queen of evening routines right now. And whenever I post one on Instagram, you guys go crazy for it. So I thought, why not bring it to my YouTube fam? So yeah, I'm really quite excited to just get all cozy, just have a real chill, because I actually took a rest day from the gym today. Yesterday, I really had to push through my session, even though it's only Tuesday. Yesterday I had to really push through my session and motivation was just non-existent, so I just pushed through primarily on discipline, and it just wasn't an effective session. And I sort of used yesterday as a bit of like an experiment to see whether it was more I just wasn't feeling like going to the gym, or whether my body is actually saying, no, you need to take some rest, by the fact that I woke up this morning and I just didn't feel great in myself. I took that as a sign to just take the day off. I actually was supposed to have a chiropractor appointment today as well, but that got cancelled, so that was a bit annoying. But I've just been catching up on doing some editing, and like I said, I've just had sort of a bit of a chilled day. I found myself getting quite overwhelmed. Like I said in my last video, like, I'm really struggling at the moment with feeling like myself. I don't know, I just really didn't feel like myself today, and yeah, I just really want to take the night to just look after myself a little bit and just have a nice cozy evening, because like I said, it's like my favorite thing to do, so it'll just make me feel 10 times better as well. Of course, making these videos for you guys makes me feel 10 times better, so I feel guilty sometimes coming on here and not really giving my full energy self, but I'm all about realism on here, and I wouldn't want someone to think that I'm doing really great and then them feel alone in the fact that they might feel the same way that I'm actually feeling. So yeah, I just like to share little snippets of, you know, how I'm feeling. But we're gonna have a really cute cozy evening on a more positive note. And yeah, like I said, it is 4:30. I have done my post for the night. I thought I would get it up and out the way almost, because like I said, I have been on my phone a lot, and I feel like sometimes it can just get a bit grating when you start like comparing yourself to others, and it's like, let's not do that, shall we? But I've got my favourite tea on the cards. I'm gonna have a full self-care evening, and yeah, so let's get to it. In my hair. Oh my god! How does that even happen? Oh my god, it's gonna rip my hair out. No! No, I'm panicking now. So as you will have just seen, I've just gotten all showered and moisturised and done all my skincare, but I thought I would just really quickly talk you through some of the products that I'm using at the moment. I will add, at the moment I am suffering a little bit with my skin, and it's a topic that is a bit of a sore topic for me because I used to find myself getting very anxious about my skin. Like, my skin has always been very temperamental to say the least, and I suffer with a lot of hyperpigmentation and scarring. My skin is just so sensitive that it literally changes quite quickly, quite a lot. So I will literally go from having quite clear skin to a couple of days later I'll be breaking out every single day, be scarring huge amounts, redness, all of that jazz. And I don't really know, I've never really found products that I tend to stick to, which is not the greatest for skin, I guess, but I just always find that I'll use a product, it will start working, I'll keep using it, and then all of a sudden it will go, no, don't like that anymore, and I don't really know why. But at the moment, as you can see, I have got a couple of live breakouts, but the majority of it is just redness and scarring, and like I said, I am very prone to scarring, and this scarring has literally been here since I've been younger, and it's almost like it fades but then it comes back in exactly the same spot, so it's like they almost didn't go, if that makes any sense at all. But as of current, I am just using this Bioma Hydrating Milky Toner. I have used this now for a good couple of months, and this is one of the products that I do really love. But then also I have just incorporated this back into my routine because my skin has gone very dry since the change in seasons, obviously, so I thought, because I have used it before and it did work and it was really good, so this is just the Habby Moisture Magic Water Moisturiser. I have had the gel one as well. I will say I think I do prefer the gel one just because I am a little bit more of a combination oily skin, so I feel like the gel goes better with that sort of skin type. It's a little bit drier, so it does. Hello, come on in. Are you stuck in the door? She's stuck in the door. No, Fushy baby. No, you're just looking for food, aren't you? Just see her little head. And then actually this is one of the products that I have used religiously on and off, because you're only supposed to use it a couple of times a week, and I feel like once a week is my maximum because otherwise I will literally be looking like an orange. But this is just the Tanning Face Mist. Guys, this is so good. So you do have to be very careful to make sure that you don't, when you're spraying it, don't get it like here or like anywhere else, because somehow once I think I managed to actually get it like on my legs and stuff. Don't really know how, but this is so good, and you just literally spray it on, dry it, and somehow it like migrates to your whole face. Don't really know like the science behind it, but it is really good. And like I said, I will only use it maximum couple times a week, just because it does work very well, and otherwise I do coming out looking like an orange. And then hair wise, I have started doing this a little bit more, and I have been seeing a little bit of a difference because a lot of people have been saying that my hair looks shiny and it looks a bit more healthy. I don't know whether that's because I have gone slightly darker in my hair, but I also have been making sure to regularly oil my hair. So this is the Oil Reflections by Wella, and I actually bought this at the airport when I got back from Turkey, but I just make sure to put that on like the ends of my hair, and I don't know, I feel like I have been seeing a little bit more of a difference. My hair just feel a little bit healthier than it was, and it does sort of feel a bit thicker and less dry. People have been saying that my hair looks shiny, which is the best compliment you can give me. So those are like my little nighttime products that I have been using, and like I said, I don't go too crazy on it. I have stripped back my skincare routine, like I said, just to try and see if it maybe is the implementation of a couple new products. I have just started reusing the CeraVe again after many months of not using it, so maybe my skin has gone a bit like, I don't like that at the moment. But yeah, that is my little nighttime ritual routine there. And yeah, but I am actually going to start making tea in a little bit. Yeah, it's 6 o'clock now, so I think I'll probably go and make myself like a nice little beverage, and then I shall start making tea probably about 6:30, 6:45-ish, because it really doesn't take me too long to make this tea. And yeah. So I've just actually made myself a little beverage. I actually picked these up in a couple of weeks ago shopping. You can tell I don't really drink like fizzy drinks, but these are the Aqua Libra sparkling waters. When I say I used to be obsessed with these, I mean it. So I literally used to have one of these like once a day, and it got to the point that I actually had to order it off Amazon so they could come in the big 24 packs because we were getting through them so quickly. But this is in the flavour raspberry and blackcurrant, and I've just popped it in a little wine glass because a bougie girl calls for a bougie beverage. But I thought, as tonight we're feeling bougie and we're having a nice cozy solo evening, I thought I'd do myself a nice little beverage to switch up a little bit. And yeah, but like I said, I'm gonna do my tea now. It's one of my favourites, and you guys, if you've watched a couple of my videos, you know that this is my hyperfixation at the moment. So I'm gonna do my barbecue chicken poke bowl. Okay, so here we have the final result. So I've just got some basmati rice, and then I've got my chicken, which is cooked in my usual barbecue paste, soy sauce, paprika, salt with peppers and onion. And then I've actually popped on the side some chopped cucumber. I usually have like peas or lettuce, but just thought I'd switch it up a little bit, and it makes it a bit more like a kind of like a poke bowl situation. And yeah, but basically I'm going to eat this now, and I'm going to pop something on the TV and enjoy this before it gets cold.
But at the end, we have to tell the jury who planted them and why.
Pretty major contractor, no? I can't complain.
Now this guy is a total asshat, but a predictable asshat.
There have been some delays in the approval process.
Still very exciting. And is construction your only business?
No, I have investments in other areas.
So I've just finished up my tea, and I've just been watching a couple of episodes of something on the Netflix. I'm currently watching The Lincoln Lawyer. If you haven't watched, you guys need to watch. I'm actually obsessed. But I've just been like sort of curled up on the sofa. I've got my throw, and it's just so nice to just sort of switch off. I feel like I really just needed tonight to just switch off, and like I said before, sort of chill and wind down. I am actually going to make my overnight oats ready for the morning, so I thought we could make that together because this is obviously my nightly routine and this is what I do every night ready for the morning ahead. So I just got my oats, so these are just the quick oats from that brand. I'm not going to try and pronounce it because I know I'll just pronounce it wrong, but as you guys know, I'm sort of slowly increasing my intake over these next for however long, but at the moment I'm doing 50 grams of these oats. Then I'm actually currently using this protein powder. This is the Soon protein powder from Protein Works. I of course have my code for you to use, which is just Luciana, and that will save you 10%. This protein powder is so good. So this is actually specially formulated for women, so it's got all of your iron, calcium, folic acid, magnesium, vitamin B12, just all the essentials for women's health, which I think is like such a good added extra. It's also got things like flax seeds in, I think. It's also got like added superfoods in as well to give it that extra little boost. But this is just in the flavour chocolate silk. I think they do a salted caramel in this, but I'm not too sure. I'm currently waiting on my monthly restock from Protein Works. So I've actually run out of my vanilla, so I have actually only got this one at the moment. I am really looking forward to my vanilla coming because as much as this one's really nice, I still definitely prefer vanilla protein powder just for in the mornings, but I love the added benefits of this, but I know it doesn't come in a vanilla, which is really upsetting, but cannot wait for my vanilla protein powder to come, which I think it might be coming tomorrow, so fingers crossed. But I just add 30 grams of this into my little pot. Then I make sure to give it a good old mix before I add in my water. Of course you can add milk, but I prefer adding water just because of the consistency and the taste really. It's just personal preference. So I just add enough water to cover the oat. As you guys probably know, I love my oats being very, very thick. So I don't add too much liquid, but of course if you like your overnight oats to not be like cement, then add more liquid, but I just get it to the desired consistency that I like, and then I'll pop the lid on and pop it in the fridge overnight, ready for in the morning. I have actually been topping it off with a little bit of Greek yogurt and some fruit and honey in the morning, but for now I just mix it with the water, pop the lid on, and then I'll add my toppings in the morning. Because that way it doesn't go all stodgy and horrible. But pop my lid on, and there is my breakfast all prepped and ready to go for in the morning. I am also going to go ahead and prep my yogurt bowl. So I actually do 200 grams of this Greek yogurt, and then I'll add around 10 grams of honey, and then I actually pop it in the freezer for a little bit, and it kind of goes a bit more like thick and creamy, and it just goes 10 out of 10. So add my honey and then give it a good old mix. And then pop it in the freezer. I only leave it in there for about 10 to 20 minutes, otherwise it will literally solidify, but yeah. So I'm just about to get into bed now. I've obviously got my sleep tea and my yogurt bowl. I will say as well, one thing I don't really mention too much on here, because like I said, I don't really do evening routines that much on here, even though I feel like I should. You guys keep telling me to as well. I actually take this sleep supplement. This is the Sleep Deep supplement from Protein Works. If you ever struggle with getting to sleep at night, this supplement has changed the game for me. I always used to struggle with getting to sleep and also staying asleep. I just feel like ever since I've started taking this supplement, it has worked wonders. So if you are looking for a sleep supplement to implement into your routine, I highly recommend trying this. You just take 2 capsules before you go to bed, and then that's that. They usually say take them about 30 minutes before you go to bed, and I'll just take mine after I've had my yogurt bowl. But I'm also going to do my little bit of reading for the night. I probably won't do too much, to be fair. I think I'm kind of in the situation at the moment where I'm finding it quite hard to focus on reading, and I don't know, like I just feel like at the moment I just need easy television and my brain just to completely switch off. But I did actually do some reading this morning because obviously, like I said, I had a rest day today, so I like to do a little bit of reading on the morning when I don't get to go to the gym. But I'm actually currently reading, oh my god, I'm reading 3 books at the moment. So I've actually just picked up this again. So this is Redeeming 13. I started it, I want to say I started it at the beginning of the year, like March, April time maybe, and I don't know, I read the first one and I was really hooked, and the second one I just couldn't really get into it, but I feel like I might just push through and try and finish it because I kind of want to just finish the series. It is a hefty old book, and I feel like that might have been what put me off a little bit. I think I'm about 200 pages in, so I've got quite a few more hundred to go. But yeah, so I'm reading that at the moment, which I feel like I'm going to read a couple of chapters of that now because the chapters are quite short. But I've also got on my Kindle, I've got the sample for The Court of Thorn and Roses, because obviously it's gone so viral and I just didn't really see myself as enjoying it, so I thought I'd try a little sample of it before I go out and buy the book. I'm not 100% sure. I think, like I said, I'm finding it hard to focus on reading, so I don't really know what's going on. So that is one to keep you updated on, I guess. And then obviously, like I said in my last video, I'm partway through If He Had Been With Me, which I do need to finish off. Might try and finish that off maybe tomorrow. But yeah, so I'm going to have my cup of tea and do a little bit of reading, take my sleep supplement, and then I'll be heading to bed ready for a 6 AM morning tomorrow, because it is currently 9:30. But I'm going to outro this video here. I hope you have enjoyed this evening routine. It's a little bit different from what I have done before. I actually don't think I've ever done an evening routine, so I really do hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you have, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like and comment down below. Also, please let me know if you are liking this like little bit of a book chat. I said in my last video about doing them a little bit more, and yeah, I don't know whether you guys enjoy them or not, but yeah, please do let me know. And if you do, again, like this style of video or want to see something in particular on my channel, I would really love to know, so please do let me know down below as well. I am also on TikTok and Instagram, which is just Lucy Anna Life. And yeah, I'm going to enjoy my yogurt bowl, and I shall see you very soon in another vlog. Bye.